We're just using a desk lamp on a 16-second exposure, and hopefully this one will look a bit more interesting. That's a desk lamp with a bit of diffusion paper, and I made it look like the professional softbox from before. This is so fundamentally important to your understanding. Mid-light, softer light, softer light. How did I do that? I did it because I knew what to do. And that's what we're trying to get nailed in.
I wanted to put our members to the test to prove once and for all that you don't need to go shopping to get better. I told them, stay in your kitchen, use what you've got, and just follow the physics. The results, they speak for themselves.
The idea here is to choose simple objects that are easy for you to work with at home on your kitchen top or your dining table. Here, just a couple of onions, a chopping board, and a plain white wall as a background. Simple objects that you can experiment with following me on these projects, and we'll be looking at the work that you submit and the different styles. We're not really judging you on the results that you get. We're just looking to improve your skills and make sure that you are getting those basics. We're really going to focus on, hammering home those fundamental lighting skills. We're going to be using just a normal single monoblock studio light. We're going to be using a speed light as another example, and I'm even going to use a desk lamp to show you that we can do pretty much the same thing with a desk lamp. We're going to do it all with one light. All you need is a couple of onions. The shadows get shorter. If I move it further away, the shadows get longer. And I'm now blocking the light from going towards the wall, but I'm not blocking it from the light going towards the onion. And that one I can also get focused. And we get a lovely little bit of backlighting. This is so fundamentally important to your understanding. That is called shadow density. On there is not a big light source. I've just proved to you that diffusion material does not make the light softer. Now there's two ways we can make soft light. Don't think I need a big softbox. Just think I need to make the actual light hitting my subject big. Look at this area here to see how texture feels, and compare that with soft light, and the texture is almost invisible. So I'm moving my softbox over here so it's more backlighting orientated. And look how much more interesting that lighting looks. So texture is revealed because from that particular point of view of the onion, if it had eyeballs and it was looking up there, all that onion can see is a slither of light. Many different looks, many different emotions, just based on the position of the light, the angle of the shadow. So if I put this desk lamp here, that's kind of like a hard light. Now, if I move this light further away, it would become harder. We're just using a desk lamp on a 16-second exposure, and hopefully this one will look a bit more interesting. That's a desk lamp with a bit of diffusion paper, and I made it look like the professional softbox from before. I'm going to hold the speed light here. We can easily turn this into a soft light. You have just a simple bit of diffusion material, and you can control hard light, mid light, softer light, softer light. How did I do that? I did it because I knew what to do. And that's what we're trying to get nailed in.
This isn't just a lesson, it's our community proving that gear doesn't define the artist. We're all in this together, and the results coming into the Projects Hub are proof. Come and join us, upload your work, and let's get you that milestone badge. I'll see you in the next project.